Welcome to Linux and Shell Scripts with AWS. To know how to create a free account in AWS, just see the description below. Leave your comments if you have any suggestions for improvement. A quick recap on how to start the AWS instance. So, go to the running instances, view details in actions. Here you can start instance. So, it's pending now. Takes a couple of minutes to start running. So, just come down, copy the host name, go to PuTTY, copy it in the host name, go to SSH, auth, browse, select the key private and log in as EC, EC2 user and enter the passphrase which you had entered in while creating the private key. Let us learn some file handling commands in Linux. First of all, pwd gives you the present working directory. So, the current working directory can be seen by typing the command pwd, which is home ec2 user. The next command is listing of files. The command is ls. This gives me all the directories and files created in my present working directory. To move to the child directory, the command is cd followed by the child directory name, which is training. So, this takes me to the training folder. Now, let us create one more subfolder inside training, for that mkdir Linux. Now, when I say cd Linux, which is a child directory, it takes me to Linux directory. If I want to create an empty file without any content, I can give the command touch followed by the file name, which is test.txt. Now, let us see what happens if I say ls-l. This is long listing of files in the present working directory, and here if you see there is a 9 column output. So, what do we have in the first column? These are read, write and execute permissions for 3 types of users. One is the owner of the file who has created it. The other set is for the group, if it belongs to some group, and the third is for others. So, E2 user, EC2 user and EC2 user are the group name and the user's name, and followed by the size of the file and date and month on which it was created and the time also, and the last column you see the file name. So, to see the content of the file, you type the command cat followed by test.txt, which is empty. So, we do not get any output. If you want to create a file with some content, then you have to give the command cat followed by redirection symbol followed by the file name. Here you enter some text for the file, and to end the input press Ctrl D. Now, to see the content of test1, once again you can type the command cat followed by the file name. So, without redirection symbol, if I use cat, it will print the content of the file. If I use the redirection symbol in between, then it creates a new file. So, you have to be very careful while entering this command. So, this gives me the content of the file test1. It displays it on the console. Now, let me go back to the parent directory from Linux. So, for that I will enter cd space double dot. So, double dot takes me to the immediate parent directory, which is training. Now, here let me create another folder called Java. So, I will say mkdir Java. So, in training folder I have 2 child folders, Java and Linux. To move to Java, I can say cd Java. Now, again from Java to training, if I want to move back, I have to say cd space double dot. I am in Java folder. So if I want to move to Linux directly from Java, I have to I can say cd space double dot slash Linux. So in one go you can go from Java to Linux, but there are two commands here, cd double dot and cd Linux combined into one. Now from Linux, if I want to go to Java, then I can say cd followed by double dot slash Java. This is called as relative path method. So from wherever you are, from there you can give the path. So that is called as relative path. So instead of relative path, you can also give absolute path starting from the root directory, that is cd slash home ec2 user training Linux. So like this you can move from any directory to any other directory using absolute path. cd without any suffix will take you to the home directory directly like this. So cd, that's it. So that will take you to the home directory. That's another shortcut command we have. It's not only with cd, you can use this absolute path with any other command also, like ls. If I say and specify the root, this gives me all the directories and files inside root. In root we have so many directories like bin, dev, etc, home, so on. So I'll come back to this training folder, and when I give ls-l, you can see the long listing of the files, and here Java and Linux are two folders, so they are directory files. So if you see the first column, it begins with D, which means it is a directory file. 1.sh is a normal file or a regular file, so it begins with an hyphen.